right. Now, what is the history, how it is developed? The very first edition of the classification, that is a European Convention on the International Classification of Patents, it was in 1954. So, way back in 1954 it is started, and what we can say, it is a European Convention on the International Classification of Patents, okay, for invention, 1954. Now, following that, the signing of a Strasbourg agreement, the international, what we can say, the International Classification of Patents for Invention, that had been published on September 1, 1968. So, it is started back in 1954, and after Strasbourg agreement, the International Classification of Patents for Invention published on 1st September 1968, okay, and this is called as a first edition of a classification, that is in 1968. Now, since then the classification has been periodically revised, because as technology is developing, it is taken into consideration, and that technological classification is periodically revised. And now currently we are using 8th edition of a IPC that come into existence in 2006. So, that is the 8th edition we are using now. So, this is what in short the history of the IPC started in 1954, and now the 8th edition is going on. Next, what are the bodies of IPC Union, that International Patent Classification? Which are these bodies who are taking care of this upgradation of the IPC? The principal bodies of the IPC Union are Assembly of the Committee of Experts. The IPC Committee of Experts has established a subsidiary body, the IPC Revision Working Group. Okay. So, it is a working group which revises the IPC. This IPC Revision Working Group is in charge of the revision of IPC, and they meet regularly twice a year in Geneva, that is where the office of WIPO is there. Okay. So, that meeting is twice a year. Now, participation is obviously open for every member and observers of the IPC Union. The administration of the IPC revision is carried out by the IB, that is the International Bureau of WIPO. So, whole administration of that IPC revision is done by WIPO IB unit. Okay. So, International Bureau of WIPO does that thing. So, this is in short who is taking the responsibility of that revision and maintaining that classification and upgrading that thing. Okay. So, these are the bodies.